With the rising popularity of high-pressing teams such as Man City and Liverpool over the past few years, there's been a growing need for players who can effectively escape these high-pressure situations. This is especially crucial for midfielders, who find themselves in these scenarios more than any other position. In today's video, we're going to break down how players such as Sergio Busquets, Luka de Jong, and Modric keep the ball in such tight spaces. First of all, you need to understand that all press-resistant players have one thing in common. They have all got an amazing first touch. When you see clips of players beating the press so easily, 90% of it is down to their ball control. They wouldn't be able to execute any of it if it weren't for their touch. Now that we've covered that, let's move on and analyze what players actually do to escape the press so easily. A big reason on why players are able to escape such situations is not because of what they do, but is what the defenders do. If you've been paying close attention to the clips I've been showing you, you would have realized that the defenders come charging in every time, and it's not necessarily because they're bad at defending, but because of their psychology. In a situation like this, which happens many times throughout a game, the striker will be looking to block off the passing lane and potentially steal the ball. However, Busquets is one step ahead and anticipates the defender's next move, and escapes easily by chopping the ball against his man. In short, defenders will be more likely to be engaged in certain situations in the game, like during build-up, which makes it much easier for the player being pressed to escape from the opponent. This means that you should always be scanning. I can't stress enough how important it is to scan when you are about to receive the ball. If you watch a game of football, every player is scanning around them, and they always scan right before receiving. This is called a critical scan, and it is something you should start doing right away. If you do this, you will reduce the chance of you losing the ball and make better decisions. This is what happens if you don't do the critical scan. It makes it easy to get tackled from behind. So how can you take advantage of the engaged defenders? And the easiest way to go about this is through moving the ball against their momentum. In here, the opponent goes towards the ball, so Busquets moves it out of the way, and does the same for the other opponent. And in this clip, whether he means it or not, takes a touch to make the ball vulnerable for a moment before pulling out at the last second. If you want to elevate your ability to keep the ball in these scenarios, you can also use body feints to sell your move even more. You can also use your first touch to immediately escape the defender's pressure. The final thing we're going to be talking about is shielding the ball. This is the safest way to keep possession, as the opponent cannot get to the ball because your body is in the way. Some key pointers for when you're shielding the ball are: keep a big distance between the ball and the defender by using your body. You should also use your arm to keep the defender away. And lastly, lower your center of gravity. You can explode away if they commit to a tackle. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.